Hello everybody, update on my life. Pretty sure I ended the last vlog when I was just trying to get everything packed up and ready to transport my cats, and I was going to start off this vlog with the actual, driving back home to Fort Wayne, Indiana. That's where I'm at right now. However, just literally that was so stressful. I had to have one of my friends come over and help me with all the last minute shit that I had to do before leaving and coming back home to Fort Wayne, and then just the process of getting my cats from Bloomington to here was just, oh, it was not fun. So I didn't even pull out my camera, okay? I was too stressed. They were stressed, I was stressed, everybody was stressed. So given that, I'm back home, got the cats here, already got them settled at my great aunt's house. So they're settled until Sunday. They don't fly out until Sunday, but me and my mom, we leave tonight for Chicago, and then we have, I think, a 6:15 flight tomorrow morning to Los Angeles, which is going to be awful. I really shouldn't complain. Somehow my mom managed to get us first class, and that's pretty sweet. I think I've only flown first class once in my entire life, and it was by accident. I wasn't supposed to be upgraded, but I was. But anyway, I'm gonna go meet up with one of my friends and say goodbye and stuff like that. Then we're gonna be off to Chicago and be getting this show on the road. That's the update of me in the process of moving and just life being really, really crazy and stressful. I just can't wait for things to just simmer down. Just hit the pause button, let's chill for a minute. I can't wait for that to happen, but I know it's not gonna happen anytime soon. So that's all for now. We're in the car now. We are en route to Chicago. I've traveled a lot today. I've done a lot of driving today. Well, I mean, I guess I'm not driving right now, but I'm riding in the car for another 3 hours to get to Chicago. Then we have a really early flight tomorrow. We have a 6:15 flight tomorrow to LA, to Minneapolis and then to LA, so it's gonna be a long day, fam. The sun is going down, it's almost 9 o'clock, but we still got a good few hours before we get to Chicago, so.
It's you and me, it's my voice talking cheap on the telephone. It's where I've been, it's the proof that I waited to say I'm wrong. Stuck inside my head that November. You know I never been the type to get up and surrender. That's how I feel. I don't ask, you don't tell, find a way to deal. Standing in the sun mid-December, listening to the songs that I know you love. Take me back in time when we used to fly miles above. I don't wanna come back down.
Hello everyone, we have actually successfully made it to California. We've been here for a few hours. We ate, we took a nap already, and we think we might have found me a car. We're still looking around at a couple more dealers and such, but I think for the most part, our hearts are sold on a Chevy Cruze that was at actually the first dealership that we looked at. So hopefully we'll get the car situation figured out really soon, and then tomorrow we have to figure out the apartment situation because I'm technically homeless. So, but I'm enjoying my time right now. Look, it's the golden hour here in California. You guys do not even know how much.
Feet, your destination will be on the right.
Okay, you guys don't even know how much I have missed these California views and palm trees. Palm trees are the actual love of my life. If you know anything about me, I think that you already knew that. But anyway, we have a really cool hotel. I'll show you guys when we get back. We're at another dealership, so we're gonna look at more cars. Bye. What's up, everybody? We are in our second day, well actually our first full day in California, and let me tell you friends, it's nice and beautiful weather to wake up to. So today's mission is to find me an apartment. We are right now heading to the first one that we're gonna go look at, and we pretty much bought a car, but we have to apparently have an address in order to get the car. So right now we're going to find an apartment so we have an address so we can finish getting the car. So hopefully after today, I'll have both. What's up again, everybody? So I actually didn't vlog at all yesterday, mainly because it was just a literal full day of stress. Because the last time that I vlogged on here, me and my mom were searching for apartments, and pretty much all the places that we went to, nothing was really, you know, kind of striking our fancy. Nothing was really seemed right. Everything just always seemed a little off for one reason or another, and you know, whether it was how far it was to where I had to work, or if the neighborhood was good or bad, or if just the apartment itself was just like not that great. We had one more apartment that we were going to go see, and it was actually the same place that I stayed at when I interned here in Los Angeles. I always liked the area that it was in. It's right in like central LA near a whole bunch of stuff. We decided it was the best fit for me. It's like a 10 to 20 minute drive for me to work, which is like not that much for LA. And also too, it would be somewhat convenient for when Brittany and Solomon come out, because the apartment itself is pretty spacious for a one bedroom, and then if any of them, like it's right in central LA, so it's a pretty reasonable drive no matter wherever you go. And it's close to the grocery store, it's close to the Grove, it's close to the farmer's market. I just personally really enjoy that area, so we decided to go ahead and just sign a lease there. And keep in mind, this is still like, I have to have an address, so I have to sign a lease before I can get my car. That was something that was still kind of pending during this whole situation. We had our car dealer calling us over and over again, being like, do you have an address? Do you have an address? Do you have an address? Because he like needed to run the paperwork. Like I had to have an address here in Los Angeles before the paperwork can be submitted and they could let me have the car. So yeah, yesterday was the day we were like, we have to get an apartment today. We went with the whole signing process, and that was a whole thing. We were there for maybe like 3 hours. Fast forward to the point where we're just like, okay, we have to put down like our payment. And this place only accepted a cashier's check or a money order. And this entire time we were thinking that we would be able to put it down on like a credit card, or we could like write a check or something, but no, it had to be a money order or a cashier's check. So at this point we're like, because if you don't know, I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana. All of our banking situation is through a credit union in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And this was Saturday, which California is 3 hours behind Indiana, so by that time the banks had already closed. So at this point we're like, shit, we're screwed. And this was the last day that I had to get an address, because our dealer who worked over at the car dealership wasn't gonna be working the next 2 days, so I wouldn't have been able to get the car. So we were like, okay, we gotta figure something out. We had to figure something out here, because I need to be able to have this address in my name so that I can give it to my car dealer and I can get the car. And also I need a place to live, because not to mention, today is the day where my cats are getting flown to me, which I'm still very nervous about, so I need to have a place to take my cats. So we decide to go over to Chase, which Chase, you know, is one of the biggest banks in, I don't know if it's in the world or just, you know, and there's Chases literally everywhere, like every 2 blocks here in LA. And so we go over to Chase, which I was already planning on opening an account with Chase anyway, but we're just like, we'll go over there, we'll get a money advance through our credit card, get a cashier's check, it'll be fine. So we're there, and Chase only accepts like a certain type of credit card. My mom has a ton of credit cards, but for some reason we could only get a certain amount of the money that we needed to go to the apartment on one credit card because the other ones kept getting declined for some reason. And that's still very confusing because like we both know that like our cards have money on them, so we don't know why they were getting declined. Anyway, so at this point we're like, okay, well, we gotta figure something out. We gotta really figure something out. I gotta get the apartment today so I can get my card and have my place where my cats go. We need to figure something out. So basically, after going back and forth with the teller with like, can we do this? Can we do that? No, 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 can't do this, can't do that. Finally, a lady comes over. Her name was Debbie. Debbie had the idea of opening a bank account in my name, which I was already going to be doing anyway, have my mom write me checks, and then I would cash them into my bank account so we could get the money out. We could get a cashier's check and we could be happy jolly on our way. And let me just, this entire process at Chase was easily over an hour. So yeah, we got it. We went over to the apartment place. Things finally worked out and we were able to give our car dealer an address that I am living at here in Los Angeles. So we were able to get the car, which is glorious. So that was the main gist of what happened yesterday. It was very stressful, very exhausting, but I now have a place to live. I now have a car. So the only thing now that is really stressful is we just got a call from my dad this morning, and as I was saying, my cats are coming to live with me. They're supposed to fly out at 11:30 a.m. Indiana time, and my dad drove them all the way out to the airport, and the airline people told them that their cages weren't big enough, even though the airline told us on the phone that their cages just had to have enough space for them to like stand up comfortably. So my dad had to take them back, get new cages, new even bigger cages for them to be in, and they are now rescheduled. I thought that I wasn't gonna be able to get them for like another week or something, but no, they're rescheduled for today. They're arriving here in LA at like 10:30 tonight, so mom and I are gonna have another late night here, but at least we're gonna get them here. Hopefully they survive the flight. My dad has them pretty drugged up right now, but yeah, that was a disappointing thing to hear this morning, but at least they're going to still hopefully be here tonight. Yeah, other than that, we got dinner with my friend Matt last night, so that was a nice like calm to the storm that we dealt with everything else happening yesterday. But yeah, so for the rest of today it's kind of just about getting last minute things because I only have like my suitcases here with like clothes and stuff. I have really nothing else for my apartment, like food. I don't even have like towels. I don't have a bed. All that stuff we're having to take care of today. We're gonna have to go out to like IKEA and Target and just get some like life essentials so my apartment is like livable and I don't have to sleep on the floor type deal. You get it. Okay, so yeah, that's on the agenda for today. I'll probably update you guys here and there, especially when it gets time for my cats to be here, because I'm still exceptionally nervous that they're going to die on the flight over here. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but I mean, we'll see. So I'll keep you guys updated.